Hello everybody and welcome. I know you're probably shocked. There's 2 videos up in a row this week so far. I made a promise to myself to do more videos and trying to make sure I do my blog posts and make sure I do these things ahead of time. Because my life is actually about to get really busy within the next oh, I'm sorry. I see some dents in the wall. I'm trying to figure out where those came from. Next month, because I actually go back to school to earn yet another degree. So I actually work within the healthcare industry. So I want to go, but I am an auditor. So I want to go back and I want to get my healthcare administration degree, just so I can hopefully move around my agency a little bit better and have a better understanding of the healthcare industry and stuff like that. So, with that said, today's project, we are going to be actually featuring 3 stamp sets. So, we're using the Pinned and Painted, which is a cute watercolor set, and you can actually use this at least 3 different ways. This is not new, but we're going to use the Hardwood background stamp. And we're going to be using the Oh Happy Day from Scenic Sayings. So for my card, I actually have a sample already created. Now, when I originally did this, I used, what is this color? Very vanilla cardstock, which I'm still going to use, but I used the Sahara, no, it's not Sahara Sand, soft suede ink, and I think that was just too dark to use white embossing powder. So we're just going to change a couple of things here. So we're still going to use the very vanilla cardstock, but we're going to use the crumb cake ink, and then we're going to see how it looks with the copper embossing powder. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need is, let's do our card base first. Let's get this out the way. So the card base is using Early Espresso, and this is cut out at 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score at 4.25, and this is going to make your A2 size card. Okay. All right, so this is, so then we're going to need a piece of very vanilla, and this is cut out at 4 by 5.25. And actually, you need a piece of this to stamp on. Where's my thing here? Okay. So we're no, do not take that, because I need that. That's for an order. So I'm going to be using the biggest block that Stampin' Up! Has, which is size F. And I'm going to lay my thing right there. Okay. So I'm going to ink this up using crumb cake ink. I think this would be a little bit lighter. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this flat, then I'm going to adhere this down. Then I want to take my, hold on, my hand here. Extra piece. So we want to make sure just mess this up. Okay. So yeah, so that looks a little bit better. It's a little bit lighter. So let's bring this back in so you can see. So that looks a little bit better. So we're gonna move this and I'll clean that off later. Okay. So now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and get our embossing out of the way. So I know the sentiment needs to be up there. And we are using the Old Happy Day. So I know that this needs to be right there. Let's see, do I have a bigger one? Okay, so this block is block E. And you're going to need some Versamark ink. Okay. But before I lay this on, I just want to get the embossing buddy on this. So okay. That's a happy day. Okay, I think it's the way I want it. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. And I put my embossing powders into this little thing that I found at Michael's. I need to actually get some more so I can put my other ones in there. So we're going to use the copper. Okay, we just want to make sure. I have a little cloth right here to clean off my little spoon. Okay, so I did get everywhere. Okay, so that's how it looks. So I gotta do this. I gotta pour it back in or else it's going to drive me insane. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Can I go switch into a sheet?
Go ahead. Do not log out of anything else I'm in. You can go on our website, but just don't log out of any other websites that I'm in. Oh, sorry guys. I have a finicky cord right here that if you step on it, things go out. And actually, and looking at this really quickly, this is real life, no editing, guys. I just noticed that one needs a little bit more down there. Okay, now that's better. That would have driven me insane. Okay. So I actually think this is going to look better with the copper than with the white. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna okay, so yeah. In comparison to this, that looks so much better with the copper. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get out our Emerald Envy ink, and I love this green. I'm not a big green person, but this one is really pretty. And we're going to use the Pen and Paint It for our stems. It was a little bit at an angle. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I stamped one of my leaves. Let's clean this off really quickly. Okay. So when you get your pen and petal stamp set, you're going to have two little pieces inside. So you're going to need Tangerine Tango and Peekaboo Peach. And I just love saying those words. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move this off to the side. So you're going to need another piece of Very Vanilla. It doesn't really matter the size as long as it's big enough for you to stamp your flowers. So we're going to take this outline stamp right here. And on these ones, they have the little directional arrow so you know where to stamp. So we're going to, and actually let me make sure this faces the corner. Okay, so you're going to stamp in Tangerine Tango the outline and add this in there. Okay. Alrighty, then Make sure this is cleaned off. Then using the Peekaboo Peach, you're going to take the shaded piece, and I'm just going to line this up there, place it towards the corner, and we're going to stamp in Peekaboo Peach. Then we're going to stamp off, and then stamp that on there. Okay. And then for the last one, we are going to be using, this little piece right here, the little detailed piece. And once again, how I line this one up is based upon my center. But the best thing is, because this stamp set, you're going to use Tangerine Tango for this at full strength. It's, you know, there's nothing wrong when it comes to stamping, especially with these kinds of stamps. It's meant to be artistic. Okay. I'm just going to clean that off. So the next thing, now you're going to stamp 2 of these, and then on the other sheet, we have this bigger one right here, and one of those in Watermelon Wonder. And then I fussy cut these out. Okay, so I'm going to move these out the way. I'm going to bring this back in. Okay. So you're going to fussy cut them out, and you're going to have these 3 pieces here. And then you're going to start layering them down. Now the Watermelon Wonder, because that's the only one, that's our main piece right there. So we're going to go ahead and start adhering things down. Okay. I just want to make sure that I really got the corners really good, especially since I was embossing. And then I'm going to get some in the middle there. Okay. So then we're going to get this centered. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have this little piece right here that's buckled up, and that is because I was embossing. So I'm just going to take my liquid glue and first let's get it down. So I probably wanted to, I should have added some adhesive right there. And then I'm going to lightly get this down. Okay. And I'm going to do a little bit over here on the side also. So that should be a lesson learned, that when you embossing, you want to make sure that you're putting on enough adhesive, because the paper is going to be a little warped. Okay, there we go. Looks so much better. Okay, so now we're going to start adding this on. It is supposed to be a really simple card. It wasn't supposed to take me 20 minutes to do. Okay. Okay, so I have what I want to do. So I'm just going to add a little tombow to the center of my flower. Okay. Let's put that on here. Okay. Then we're going to add a dimensional, to my big flower here. Okay. Now we're also going to add, just to give it a little bit of glimmer, is the gold Wink of Stella. So that's how we're going to decorate our centers. Okay. And then, let's see, let's add that. One. Okay guys, sorry about that. I only have so much space on this phone, and so I ran out of video space. So what I did was just add some gold Wink of Stella to my piece right here, my watermelon wanted piece. Then I'm just gonna add a little bow knot right there. This is the Peekaboo Peach ruche ribbon. So that's what I'm going to add right there. And then that finishes off my card. Right there. Okay. So I do like it so much better with the copper embossing folder than the white. I think it just came out a little bit better. So thank you for joining me today. And make sure you check out my website at Candice'sDesignStudio.com for more inspiration using Stampin' Up! Products. So, alrighty, bye-bye.